So how do you get a good score from me? Well, basically just make a Zelda clone, and I'm pretty much gonna give you a good score. Well, I was, up until recently. Then I played a game called The Rusty Sword. We will get into that. But first, you know I hate asking, and I know you hate hearing it, but I'm still one of those, small, crappy channels, and I need subs. So please, 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 please hit that sub and like button. And as I said before, you hit that subscribe button, I'll let you slide into the DM, and maybe into something else. I know some of you are into avatars, I get it. I don't know, I'll whore myself out for subs. What's the difference between that and any other YouTuber? Anyway, we gotta talk about The Rusty Sword, which, by the way, sounds like an unspeakable act. You're like, hey, Derek, what'd you do last night? I just gave my wife the rusty sword. It doesn't sound good, right? Or, you go to the doctor comes out, sorry, sir, you have the rusty sword. You're terrified, right? I don't know. It's a horrible name if you ask me. But there's even more horribleness about this game, but also some good. Okay, so it is 100% a Legend of Zelda clone ripoff. It doesn't get any more abrasive that it is stealing the Legend of Zelda formula than that. But it's only $1. So, that's pretty cool. Playing $1 for a game and it kind of plays out like The Legend of Zelda, that's worth it. Until you play it, the controls are good. Mechanics are pretty good. You are given a lot of, well, not a lot, but you're given some options, very few, and a couple, utility weapons. Okay, you're given one, and a sword. Given a ton of life at the beginning, which, by the way, is weird for me, because as I am a Legend of Zelda fan, I'm used to only having 3 hearts, and basically playing incredibly careful till I build up, and when you see, you have 50 hearts starting off, you're just pretty reckless, and that's how I played the game. But essentially, it's one island and one dungeon. And this dungeon has absolutely zero difficulty when it comes to puzzle solving. I was solving puzzles without even trying. I think I was watching Grinning Wolf Games, Asden, and I was watching someone else on YouTube. And by the way, their videos were only 15 minutes long. I watched 2 YouTube videos and the game was over. That was it. I beat the first boss in the first dungeon, and it said, oh, I can add this relic to my collection. Thank you for playing. And that was the end of the game. That was it. It's a 100% Zelda clone with zero creativity, zero difficulty, and it's $1. So yeah, it's also probably a running time of about 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes if you're not great at puzzle solving, or you're not used to the Legend of Zelda formula. But that's really it. That was the entire game. I'm looking around. Here's the crazy thing. This game has a 2-player mode. They went through the effort of putting in a 2-player mode. Also some other main menu stuff, and I'm why'd you even go to that effort? For me, it comes off like a game that was promised to come out, and they put all this work into it, and they were oh, okay, well, the first 90% of this game is trash, but the last 10% is good, so we'll throw that in. Honestly, it really does play off I don't know, it had a deadline or something. I actually thought when I first looked into it, was this a game that was kind of hey, we'll let you release a chapter 1 kind of thing, or just a really small brief preview. We'll see if people are interested in it, and if they are, then we'll fund it, do a bigger version of it. And so I actually emailed the company. I didn't get a reply back. I saw nothing about that online. That's what it spoke to me as. I don't know. In some ways, I have to say, it's not a bad dollar spent, okay? Hear me out. This is typically a mobile game, and it's on the Switch and whatever, but so many games go as games as a service, or they get you in battle passes, or something like that. For a solid 30 minutes of some okay gameplay, it's not the worst game I've played, or the biggest waste of money I've had in gaming, especially lately. So, I don't know. If you're super bored and you got nothing going on and you have 30 minutes to kill, it may be worth your time. Honestly though, if I'm, and this is just me being real here, I actually was let down more because it wasn't longer, and not because of the money thing, but because it was actually pretty fun. Like, I was having I was enjoying it. And then it just ended, and I was like, oh man, that's just like a tease right there. Like, that's not cool. You get blue balls from this game. I don't know. That's just my thoughts on it. But that's the Rusty Sword. Interesting game. Interesting name. But yeah, let me know if you guys have seen it, if you're picking it up, or what your thoughts are on it. Anyways, like normal, I'm wishing you all health, wealth, and above all, I hope you're truly happy. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.